I was really lucky to work at both the Naval Academy and the Air Force Academy. I've been a professor for over 20 years. I've taught economics, leadership management, and a few history classes. And it's a lot of fun for me to work with young people because they're energetic and they're motivated, and I find them smart and funny. So I feel very lucky that I was able to have that experience. I cannot tell you how many fabulous leaders I was allowed to work for. These were men and women who gave me all kinds of advice. They gave me great mentorship. They gave me great leadership so that ideally I would take that leadership and be a better leader myself. And I will always be unbelievably grateful to those people for those lessons. Real leadership is tough today, and partly because our leaders are getting mixed messages. Their boss wants one thing from them, the people working for them want something else, and it's just tough. And leaders today are being squeezed. They're being squeezed from the top or their board of directors, and they're being squeezed from the bottom. And meanwhile, they've got limited amounts of resources, limited amounts of time, and a limited budget, and they've got to produce more and better than ever before. We need to differentiate between problems and inconveniences in our life. So losing somebody, your child gets a terrible diagnosis, or there's a crisis in the family, or your home is destroyed by a natural disaster, whatever, that's a problem. The day-to-day stuff, somebody cuts you off in traffic, somebody cuts ahead of you in line, people are rude, those are just inconveniences. Be consistent. That's one of the complaints a lot of employees have about their leaders is they don't get enough good feedback, they don't know when they're doing something right or wrong, and their leaders are not consistent. In every aspect of my life, whatever job the Navy put me into, I joined the association that was closest to that job. When I was an HR director, I joined SHRM. When I was a chief of police, I joined the Chiefs of Police Association because I need to be around the people who get me in that job, and I need to learn from other people. And this is why I see associations as being so valuable. I love working with my meeting planners. My meeting planners are my partners in the event, and that's how I view the relationship. I show up and I want to make sure if they need anything at all, if someone else drops out of the program, I always have a backup program ready to go because planning a meeting is tough. So my job when I show up and in the preparedness part is to make sure that I reduce stress and uncertainty for my meeting planners.